What's going on, everybody? All right, let me get into before I get into this one thing about XRP market cap and potential size, money wise, of XRP. I want put something out there, and I've talked about the health stuff a bunch of times. One, I'm not terminal. Two, nobody's disappearing, anything like that. Let me explain one more time for people to understand, because I know you guys don't mean any harm and stuff like that, but the way it comes down to some of the comments, like, okay, I have had brain injuries. A lot of you that know me from the beginning, a lot of you know the story before all this YouTube stuff, know obviously I had some issues. That being said, that leads to something called spasticity. Spasticity basically is around the inner ear area. It's triggered like a vertical type thing, and it also causes muscle spasms, tightening. Now these muscle spasms could be in your chest, in your back, and in your abdomen. So when it comes time to, let's say you have like a flare up or anything like that, eating food is not high on your list. And it's one of those things where doctors always like, eat smaller portions, try to regulate. And I'm like, I'm gonna feel like that? Fuck, I'm not gonna eat now. I'm gonna eat when I feel better. But that being said, I go through that mindset of like, just, I'm not a big food person. Like literally, I wake up in the morning, have coffee, have one meal for lunch. Then in the afternoon, I have like fruit and yogurt. Um, my average fat weight is 240 to 255, around there. Right now, I'm at 226 because, when you cut the amount of meals and consistency, because I'm like, okay, sometimes I don't feel that great. I'll have breakfast today. I'm not gonna have nothing later today. Some juices and stuff like that. Whatever. Some fruits, some yogurts and stuff. But that's about it. Um, so that's basically when you're writing this process out and you're going through the treatments of it to manage the muscle spasms, the cramping, the neuropathy, the nerve flare-ups and stuff like that. It's business as usual. Like I gotta, not tomorrow but Thursday, I gotta do the whole scanner, like CT evaluation, all kinds of stuff like that, because this is a process. It's no different somebody that gets in a car accident. So no, nobody's, whatever. I mean, I've read all kinds of wild stuff out there. I'm in clinical trials. I'm dying of this and that. I'm like, no, that's not the case. Um, all right. That being said, this whole thing with the Saudi Aramco thing with the SBI out of Japan, it took me a few hours to kind of like rethink it over. And I just thought to myself, all the people that with the Ripple market cap, XRP, and all that stuff, Saudi Aramco is like on par with Google, like market cap. It's like on the same league as Apple. So 1 year, 2 year, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, did anybody see a company at the level of Google partnering up with Ripple's number one business partner in Japan in order to create a new side business of tokenization real world asset? Anybody, like, nobody could have seen that. That's why when people talk about market cap, understand something. There is Ripple, and then the coin is an entity that lives in multiple dimensions. So the value of the coin is going to be based on the usage around the world, the friction rate of it. I think people need to understand something. That's the one thing. XRP, the token, utilizing the ledger, is being used like a Bitcoin, moving money. It's being used like a messaging service, like Swift. It's now being used as tokenization, real world assets, like an Ethereum. I don't even know how somebody could put a price on something like this, because this is like a hydra. It keeps going in different directions. It's not a bad thing. It's fucking great for us. But what is the largest, no, but yeah. What is one of the wealthiest companies, which is really the Saudi government, the fact that they're stepping into real world asset tokenization technology on a blockchain, do you know where this is going? Like, they were like Google level, like Alphabet, Apple, Microsoft at market cap, plus all the other money that the government has. I think it's impossible to put a price on this. I think people that say 10,000, 20,000, 100, how the fuck do we know? How the fuck do we know in 7 years from now 13 years from now, we're all together and they're talking about, yeah, XRP is going to get to $1 million. You're going to think about, my God, that's what they used to say about Bitcoin. See, that's the thing about it. The market for Bitcoin, the future market, is not the same as XRP. Because XRP, XRP Plus, it's all the things that I talked about. Just understand what I'm trying to tell you. You can't put a price on this because it has no ceiling. How the fuck do we know what's going to happen in, I don't know, 6 years from now? Yeah, so when this stuff's time to climb up, I'm going to take a taste, obviously, take some money. What the fuck, why not? Maybe I'll take a loan against it, maybe not, who cares? And let's let the rest ride. But for those people that are like, no, it only can go to this because of the market, I'm like, are you on dope? Look at who is using this technology right now. If you would have told anybody in the early days of Bitcoin that Bitcoin would have rallied, possibly go up to $1 million, they would laugh at you. They would just laugh. But here we go. We got a coin that has clarity, built with regulation. Governments around the world are accepting it. It's being utilized. Now the ledger is being used to build other spin-offs, just like what happened with Ethereum. Okay? All these popular coins that everybody loves, the altcoins, they were all built on Ethereum platform. What's going to happen when this all started being built with XRP? On the blockchain, on the ledger. Just saying to you, you have no fucking idea what the price is. Neither do I. I can tell you based on just the one module. Cross-border payment, the amount of money that's out there. I say we can range anywhere 2024 up to 50 and having spikes up to like the early 3 digits. Based on what I'm looking at and the amount of coins, that's kind of where I'm getting. Now that Wells Fargo chick said 250 to 500. Hey, she does this for a living, whatever. I say around up to 50 and with spikes. 2025, I don't, it could be 3, high 3, mid 3s. 2026 could be still in the 3s. 2027 could be in the 4s. We don't know because all this stuff is now all going to just take like, we don't know, people. There's so many applications for this now that are just now starting. And I get it, Ripple, doesn't, until, everything is locked in and whatever's happening, we're getting news on the roundabout side. But let me just say something. This is a totally different universe. I mean, even for me, the fact that I'm like, wait a minute, I own a grip of this and the market keeps evolving. It's, to me, I'm just like, I'm happy as hell for all of you as well. You cannot, by any way, shape, or form, put a cap on this. There's no way. You can't. It's not possible. And if somebody tells me, but market cap, I'm like, yeah, that's the fucking bullshit. That don't even make any sense. Do you really think that the market cap that Aramco has is the full market cap of Saudi Aramco? Considering that they're tied into all the other Saudi businesses, they're tied with the government. You can't. That's not possible. And also, XRP is not a company. XRP is a technology of a company called Ripple. Even though they exist in the same universe because of technology, they're not the same. Anyway, just wanted to put that out there. I don't even know how you can cap this. That's why you can throw whatever price out there. This shit is possible. You can say 300,000, 250,000, 100,000. You can say a fucking $1 million in 12 years from now. How can you say no? How can we possibly, how do we know that one day the commodities markets around the world aren't tied to XRP? That's everything, people. That's like fucking food, fish, oil, gold, like everything around the world. And that coin is tied into value. How many coins are there? Oh, there's 50 billion and it's tied up in the other. It don't mean shit. This is a global coin. Tell me a bank that's using Bitcoin. They're not. That's a speculation monster. Can't put a cap on this motherfucker. So, if I'm terminal, shit. After doing YouTube, probably, but only from sanity. No, unfortunately, motherfuckers like me get to live a long, fucking weird life. Make you laugh. My father's an old man, solid motherfucker. He'll make you crack up. His one-liners are incredible. Old guy and everything. The other day, there's this guy that's talking kind of like shit, you know, kind of like testing the water, one of these jokey joke motherfuckers. My old man smacked the shit out of him. And I think to myself, everything he's been through, all the surgeries, all the company, I get into it, man. That man is like fucking the Terminator. At his age, he still keeps taking like nothing. I got his genetics, my grandfather's genetics. It takes a lot to wipe me off this planet. But what I got, no, that's nothing like that. If it was, one, my family wouldn't be allowing me to be making these videos. That just wouldn't happen. I would just be in care. My friend, no way. Not at all. You know, right now, between my doctors here and my doctors here, you know, double board certified in the U.S. and the whole deal, and you know, they're tied into the Hopkins and, you know, the Mayo Clinic and everything. And it's just because this area is, this specialty is kind of like one of those gray areas because nobody's neurological stuff is all, you know, it's the same. So also I would blame myself. Like I said, I cut weight. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to eat now. I'll eat tomorrow. I'll do, this is the kind of stuff that I do. I don't really like fucking food too much. I think people stuff in their fucking face, and that's why food videos, when I see people eating fucking food on camera, I'm like, you disgusting fucking pig. Like I got a papaya juice here. This thing's fucking incredible. Love it. That you see me taking a sip, unless I'm having a fruit or something like that, never do that. It's fucking disgusting. I don't want to see your fucking teeth. I could pretend what your breath is like. I'm like, dude, I'm one of those motherfuckers. Like, yo, it's like, dog, chill. You want to go out to dinner? Tell that beautiful girl. No problem. Let go. Go to dinner. Get your hair done. I'll meet you afterwards. You know, there's no problem. Nah, that's fucking around. You know, that's just me. I'll be back.